Now, your 13 First Alert weather forecast.
Well, after a beautiful weekend, we actually turned out pretty nice out there today as well. So if you maybe had a 3-day weekend, well, you benefited from the extra day of some nice weather. But we do have those changes on the way. We're not going to get a repeat for tomorrow, as a large spring storm really has quite an impact on the upper Midwest, the northern plains, and that is going to bring some needed rainfall. Some of that could be significant, but also some strong gusty winds. And on the severe end of it, well, an outbreak of severe weather mostly across the mid-south into parts of the Midwest. We should be removed from the greatest risk in that regard. Well, this afternoon we have managed to eke back up to about 70 degrees, not the upper 70s like we saw on Saturday, a little bit cooler yesterday, but still plenty warm and gorgeous out there. Now clouds are starting to come in from the west. You see this narrow band on our visible imagery, pretty much marring what is a totally sunny day throughout all of Wisconsin at this hour. A live look at our Nicolay Bank Hastings Way Skycam showing again a little bit darker out there right now with some of these clouds rolling in. We're at 69 degrees at the airport, east wind at 8 miles per hour, so winds not too bad right now, but look at that dew point. It's only at 24 degrees. What does that mean? Well, when the temperature is nearly 70, that means the low levels of the atmosphere are super dry. So though we are seeing a little bit of rain popping up on radar, it has no chance of reaching the ground with that type of relative humidity close to the surface. 60s to the north, 70s to the south. So again, not as warm as the last few days, but given that averages are still in the 50s, well, this is still quite a bargain. 70s all across southern Minnesota into South Dakota, but we are seeing the transition now to some cooler weather, and that inevitably will come as the rain moves in for tomorrow. Tonight we'll be dropping down in the 40s, hanging out near 50 in La Crosse, but notice as we go through the day tomorrow, no more 70s. We're going to be staying mostly in the 50s. However, I do think because the main part of the rain doesn't really come in until mid or late afternoon, we will still have a chance to warm up a little bit more. So low 60s certainly within reach. Notice under the core area of rain, though, it is going to be much cooler in Minnesota. Now, we already have the setup with return flow. High pressure up to the north will continue to move away. Clockwise flow means winds are from the east, and these are really going to strengthen up. Not so much for tonight. We will have increasing breezes, but as this storm system continues to intensify, the difference in pressure, we call that a pressure gradient, between the retreating high and the building low, that is going to really bring those winds much stronger as we go through the day tomorrow. Backtracking to tonight, well, a partly cloudy sky. Again, no rain, and if you do have plans tomorrow morning, we still should be okay. This forecast model indicating a chance of a couple of showers as early as noon. Can't rule it out, but again, the air is going to be dry. This is the main band coming in after about 3 or 4 o'clock. This will produce some heavier downpours. There will be some embedded thunderstorms. The severe risk, though, is mostly over northern Iowa and far southern Wisconsin. La Crosse is kind of on that threshold of a low-end chance of a severe storm. There could be some hail, and then that all pulls away, but we're still left in the circulation with this system going into Wednesday, and that still means a few wraparound showers. So we're going to keep it unsettled for a couple days here, but the worst of it is tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow night, and then we have those lingering shower chances Wednesday, and then back to reality. You know, we're back to more 50s and some lows in the 20s and 30s. Yeah. So hopefully you didn't jump out with the shovel and maybe buy all those pretty new plants from all the stores that have them now, because you don't want those in the ground just yet. It's too early.
They do look really nice, but yeah, it's not going to work.
You and I know, and well, everybody else that has been around here a while knows it's too early.
Too early. All right. Thanks, Darren.
Yeah.
Well, coming up next, find out how